This is the Washington Times front page for Wednesday, August 23rd, 2023. Thanks for joining us. I'm George Gerbo. The front page is brought to you by Republican Metals. Call 800-783-3118 to get your free gold guide. That's 800-783-3118. Republican presidential contenders will debate one another tonight for undecided primary voters while frontrunner Donald Trump is absent from the stage. Tom Howe reports an 8-person slate of GOP candidates will compete for a breakout moment in the first 2024 primary debate in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Former Vice President Mike Pence, South Carolina Senator Tim Scott, a biotech entrepreneur, and 5 current and former governors, including Ron DeSantis of Florida, will debate in a 2-hour session that starts at 9 p.m. Eastern on Fox News. DeSantis, who will occupy the center of the stage, says the primary is a 2-man race between him and Trump. Trump said he is skipping the event and potentially all the primary debates because he thinks primary voters have already decided on him. Early polling suggests that he's right. Still, some have doubts about his fixation on false claims of a rigged election in 2020 and his multitude of criminal charges. A 12-year-old boy has been arrested and charged with armed carjacking, the latest underage suspect in Washington, D.C. in recent weeks accused of serious and sometimes deadly crimes. Matt Delaney and Brad Matthews report police said the boy approached a female driver at the intersection of Martin Luther King Jr. Avenue and U Street Southeast shortly after 1 p.m. Sunday and demanded the woman's car keys. The woman told police she refused, and the boy eventually ran off. She said the boy was clutching something in his waistband, according to the police report. Authorities apprehended the boy soon afterward and found a loaded pistol in his waist. He was detained on armed carjacking and illegal gun charges. Parents and students at Virginia's Thomas Jefferson High School for Science and Technology set the table this week for the next big test of affirmative action, asking the Supreme Court to overrule the school's new admissions policy as unfair against Asian Americans. Alex Sawyer and Stephen Dinan report the group Coalition for TJ says the policy, which reserves some slots at the highly selective school based on geography, was intended to promote Black and Hispanic students while limiting the number of Asian Americans. The case tests the legality of policies that don't actively give preference but still have the effect of boosting one race or ethnicity over another. Anywhere from 2,500 to 3,000 students apply annually for admission, and the school accepts only about 550. The front page is brought to you by Republican Metals. Currency change is coming, and Republican Metals believes you need to protect your savings now. Call 800-783-3118 to get your free gold guide. That's 800-783-3118. Major turnover in the leadership of Washington's tech establishment is underway, raising the prospect that enemy hackers will take advantage of the experience gap in critical technology and cyber intelligence jobs. Ryan Lovelace reports nominees for National Cybersecurity Director and the head of the National Security Agency and U.S. Cyber Command are under consideration in the Senate, and the intelligence community's Technology Investment Group is also preparing for a new leader. The NSA and Cyber Command don't know when their leadership will change. Air Force Lieutenant General Timothy Hawes' nomination to take over the agencies awaits final consideration and is currently held up in the Senate. China-based cyber attackers breached Microsoft customers' emails, including those of administration officials, just before President Biden nominated Haw in May, according to a timeline from Microsoft. And finally, a new report finds China's military is working on artificial intelligence weapons and technical systems that its government hopes will boost the country's warfighting capabilities. Bill Gertz reports the Chinese army in recent months has disclosed work on ChatGPT-like artificial intelligence systems in military writings, according to a report by a U.S. Air Force think tank. The Air Force's China Aerospace Studies Institute assessed in the report that AI weapons-related systems are being built in 7 main areas, including rapid decision-making, network warfare, and military training. Find all today's front page stories at WashingtonTimes.com/frontpage or on the Washington Times app, and find us wherever you get your podcasts. Just search Washington Times in your favorite podcast app. You can also find us on social media at Wash Times for breaking news, sports, commentary, and more. For Washington Times, I'm George Gerbo.